we were discussing about the formation of attitude. We will continue with that. First point we have discussed, that is direct experience with the object. Now we will move on to the next, classical conditioning. Yes, anyone who has read about how classical conditioning helps our attitude to form? Anyone who has read about classical conditioning? Okay. So classical conditioning means we are talking about how the attitudes are formed towards a particular object or towards a particular job, towards a particular organization, or towards a particular product that we are discussing so far. So first point we have discussed. Now we will be talking about classical conditioning. Now classical conditioning is one of the type where it helps in the formation of attitude of a person. It can be the negative attitude or it can be a positive attitude. So classical conditioning means that continuously, if we come in a contact of a particular thing, we are conditioned in a particular manner, and that conditioning can be positive in nature and it can be negative in nature. Now positive classical conditioning means that suppose one of our favorite celebrity or actor is doing the advertisement of a particular brand of toothpaste. Earlier, we had no liking towards that brand of toothpaste, but as one of our favorite actor is promoting that brand, and after seeing continuously that ad for 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, or after so many days, we get attracted towards that particular object, and we prepare in our mind that now we are going to try this particular brand toothpaste. So this type of conditioning or this type of formation of attitude is based on classical conditioning. So without tasting that or using that particular brand of toothpaste, we are getting attracted. Why? Because the advertisement is very good, or the celebrity which is promoting that advertisement is very close to us. So this is developing our attitude towards that particular product in a positive manner. Now this attitude can also be in a negative manner, that if we do not like a particular thing and continuously we get in touch with that particular thing, or we are continuously seeing that particular thing, we develop negative and more negative attitude towards that particular thing. So that is the example of classical conditioning. Next one is vicarious learning. Now this formation of attitude refers to observing the behavior of others and the consequences of that behavior. When we develop a attitude without coming in direct contact with that particular object, by just observing that how others are reacting towards that particular object, positively or negatively. And that is called as vicarious learning. We are not directly coming into the contact, we are just observing others, and we are trying to find out the consequences, that if more people are saying that that particular thing is negative in nature, without trying that particular product or that particular thing, we also come to the conclusion that yes, that might be negative in nature. For example, if since childhood we learn that differently abled people or a blind person is less competent than a normal person. Now, without meeting a blind person or without meeting a differently abled person, just by observing others, we also start developing that attitude which says that these people are less competent than the normal people, than us. And that is called as learning, formation of attitude with vicarious learning. Next one, family, peers, and colleagues or peer groups. Now, family and peer groups means friends. They also play a very important role in formation of attitude. Now, for example, how family is playing role. Since generation, we have seen that suppose generation 1 or our parents is supporting a particular party, they follow the ideology of that party, and they often share these ideologies with their children also. Now, just by learning from their parents without coming in direct contact, slowly the children starts developing that feeling towards that particular party. And that is how the attitude towards a particular party is created by peer or by friends, by family and peers. Now, friends also play a very important role. Now, very soon, when specializations will be finalized, for the last so many years, we have seen that there are some students who select the specialization only because their best friend or friends have selected that specialization. Without knowing their strengths and weaknesses, they are selecting what their friends have selected. Now, friend might be very good in, say, economics or in accounts. That is why he or she has selected finance specialization. But if I am not so good in finance and accounting, but I want to be in company of my friend, and only to be in the company of my friend, I blindly follow what specialization he has chosen without checking my strengths and weaknesses. So this is how The peers means friends and family play a role in formation of attitude. Without thinking, without coming in direct contact, the person can get influenced with the family and with the friends. I'm not saying that all the students are doing this, but there are few students. Now, from 138 students, there can be 5 students, 10 students who select the specialization because of their friend only. And that is called as peer pressure. Formation of attitude because of peer pressure. They do not want to lose the company of that particular person. That is why they are following that person. And that is called as attitude formation uh, by family and peer groups. Now, the next one is mass communication. Mass communication is very simple. Examples of mass communication is television, then magazines, newspapers, then the e-newspapers, the other social media platforms. All these are considered as the types of mass communication. Now, these mass medias of various medias of mass communication also help in formation of attitude. Now, suppose if we are not aware of a particular, say, leader, particular industrialist, but after reading the autobiography of that industrialist, after watching the interview of that particular industrialist or particular company or particular leader, after reading various articles that are published in the magazines, after checking various posts on social media websites related to that particular person, without meeting that person personally, and that is because of the mass communication. That mass communication media also plays a very important role. On various platforms, we are reading information about a particular company, which says that this company is a very good company. This is how it takes care of the employee. This is how it is taking care of the shareholders. This is how it is contributing to the upliftment of the society. This is how that company is concentrating on CSR activities. So all this information which we are reading in the social media platforms or other mass media uh, modes. Now, with the help of this, we develop positive or negative attitude towards a particular company, particular person, particular object, and that is the influence of mass communication. Now, these are few points related to the formation of attitude, how the attitude is formed. Yesterday also we had discussed that we can change our attitude. It is not that it cannot be changed. It is always changed. It always can be changed. But for that, we have to take efforts. While discussing personality, under we had discussed that there are certain characteristics of personality which we get through our parents or grandparents or their grandparents. So through their genes, we are getting some of the characteristics which cannot be changed. Because of the genes, if the height of a person is, say, short, now it is not possible for that particular person to increase his or her height, because it is inborn, it is by birth, he or she has received through the genes. But attitude can always be changed. So this is what we have discussed, is formation of attitude, how the attitudes are formed. And the next thing is, if the attitude towards a particular thing is negative, it is in our hand that we can always convert that negative attitude into a positive attitude. Now, positive attitude, everyone has heard about positive attitude. What is the meaning of positive attitude? Now, we will be discussing about that what are the plus points of having positive attitude? What are the merits of positive attitude? Very simple merits, which every one of us is aware of. So we will very quickly cover these this positive attitude or merits of positive attitude. In case of any query, please stop me and you can raise your query. Otherwise, we will very fast complete this. A positive attitude increases productivity. Positive attitude. How positive attitude can increase the productivity? Very simple. If a person is having positive attitude towards the work, there are more chances that his efficiency and productivity will increase. Why? Because he is enjoying his work. He is having positive attitude towards his work. He knows that if he exceeds the target, he will get the benefits or incentives from the company, from the organization. So it increases the productivity, fosters teamwork. Fosters means increases teamwork. Again, if say 4 members are there in the team and all the members are having positive attitude, सारे पॉजिटिव हैं, ठीक है, काम ज्यादा है, हम मिलके करेंगे, हम पूरी कोशिश करेंगे कि हम टारगेट तक काम करें, सबकी सोच अगर ऐसी रहेगी, so there are chances that they will be able, the team will be able to complete the task well in time, before the deadline. And that is because of positive attitude. So fosters teamwork. If 2 are positive in the team, out of 4, 2 are negative, then there will be always fight. 2 people will be saying that, okay, we can do it, we can do it, we have to increase our efficiency, then definitely we will be able to achieve the target. Whereas the 2 who are negative, who are having negative attitude towards that particular target or goal set by the organization, they feel, why to put some extra effort, we when we are aware that it is impossible for us to achieve the target. Right from the beginning, that mental preparedness is not there. From the mind, they are not giving positive instructions to their mind. And if you are not giving positive instructions, automatically mind is not going to give positive vibes or instructions to the entire parts of the body. हम लोग जब एक्साइटेड रहते हैं तब ज्यादा काम करते हैं, ज्यादा अच्छा काम करते हैं, ज्यादा जोश में काम करते हैं. जब डल हैं, सुस्त हैं, नेगेटिव कुछ विचार आ रहे, अरे यार ये काम तो कभी हो ही नहीं सकता, तो क्यों करूं मैं, तो अपने आप ही हमारे जो ब्रेन के इंस्ट्रक्शंस है वो बॉडी पार्ट को जो जाते हैं वो नेगेटिव ही जाते हैं कि कुछ भी कर लो ये काम होने वाला नहीं. तो हम लोग 100% उस काम में घुसते भी नहीं है और उस काम को ट्राई भी अपना 100% देते नहीं है, ट्राई भी 100% करते नहीं है उस काम के. So that is how it can increase the teamwork. But condition is all the members of the team should be positive. Next one, solves problem. Very simple. Next one, improves quality that we have already discussed. Makes for congenial atmosphere. Congenial means smooth, cordial, harmonious atmosphere. All members in the organization, all members in the group, all members of the department, all members of the team, they enjoy working with each other. All are having positive attitude towards their department, towards their work, towards their organization. Then the atmosphere will be congenial. Then the atmosphere will be harmonious. Then the atmosphere will be smooth and conflict free. Next one, breeds loyalty. If employees are having positive attitude towards the work, their efficiency will increase. If their efficiency is increasing, automatically the organization will paying them, apart from regular salary, some sort of incentive, some sort of bonus, some sort of benefits, some sort of extra money, extra benefits will be shared with those employees. When they are getting, apart from salary, these benefits, they will be more loyal to the organization. That is how it breeds loyalty. Next one, increases property. Increases profits. Profits for whom? Profits for both the parties. Here, who are the two parties? The employee and the organization. Employee is increasing the productivity level, efficiency level, and the organization in return is giving them more salary, more benefits. So ultimately, we can say that it will end in the profits for both the organization as well as the employee. Next one, fosters better relationship with employee, employer, and customers. Everyone is
How it can.
enjoying working in the organization. What will happen? Then there will
Uh,
be
how
better
this?
relationships with employees, employers, and customers. So not only the employees and the employers, or the employee and the officials, they will enjoy, but they will see to it that the end customers or the customers of the company, organization, are also kept happy by them. They will take extra efforts, positivity, positive attitude. If the job of a customer care executive is, say, from 9 to 6, so he or she will be handling the problems of customers during that period only for a particular organization. Now, if the person who is handling this customer care department is very positive, he may wait back to attend calls even after the shift ends. If suppose a call comes exactly at 6 or 5 minutes to 6, and the customer care executive is aware that it will take at least 10 to 15 minutes for him to resolve that particular problem, two options are available to him. Option number one, that now we are off. The time of the customer care department is to end in a minute or two or in a 5 minute, and it is not possible to solve your case. So please call the company tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Then we will try to solve your problem. This can be the first answer. Second answer, the person wants to keep the customer happy. He will listen calmly, carefully the problem of the customer, and without any, say, complaint to the customer, that how can you call at such a time when you know that only 2 minutes are remaining, or when you know that it is exactly 6, we are closing down. So without complaining, that executive, if tries to solve the problem of the customer by waiting back in the office for 10 minutes or 15 minutes or maybe more than that, there we can say that person is having positive attitude, not only towards his work, towards his organization, but towards the customers also. So that is called as positive attitude. 5 मिनट मेरे जाएंगे, 10 मिनट मेरे जाएंगे, पर मेरा एक कस्टमर रिटेन हो जाएगा, मेरा एक कस्टमर बढ़ सकता है। कैसे? कि कस्टमर को भी लगेगा उसने सिर्फ एक चांस लिया कि किसी ने उठाया तो मैं बता दूंगा प्रॉब्लम। वैसे मुझे तो पता है कि 6 बजे बंद हो जाता है, मुझे क्या पता चलेगा, या तो कोई उठाएगा ही नहीं मेरा फोन, अगर उठाएंगे तो भी बोलेंगे आप प्लीज कल कीजिए, अभी तो ऑफिस बंद हो गया। पर मेरे लिए तो सरप्राइज है एज अ कस्टमर कि मैं 6 बजे कॉल करता हूं, सामने वाला एकदम पोलाइटली मुझसे मेरी पूरी प्रॉब्लम पूछता है और 10 मिनट में 15 मिनट में वो पोलाइटली पूरा इफिशियंटली मेरा प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर देता है। अब as a customer, I will also develop positive attitude towards that particular organization. I will share this feedback definitely with my friends, my family members, with my known ones. And this is how positive attitude can make the organization more and more profitable. But it is not positive attitude of one person, but all the employees of the organization should be positive in nature. And if it is not possible, most of the employees at least should be positive. Then only we can think of this type of situation in an organization. Otherwise, it is not possible. Next one, reduces stress. If you enjoy your work, automatically you will be happy. And if you are happy, you are less stressful. The moment I reach office, immediately I get a notice that today after 5 minutes or today at 11 a.m. there will be a meeting. And when I go to the meeting, in the meeting, various tasks are distributed among the staff members. And out of that, I also receive 3-4 tasks I have to complete. And it has been ordered in the meeting by the boss that I need to complete that in a day or two. Now, if I am negative, if what I will be feeling, oh, it is such a huge work. How it is possible for me to complete this task, this huge task in a day or two? It is just not possible. So I am giving wrong or negative instructions to my brain. Automatically, brain will give wrong instructions to the other body parts. And I will not give it a try to complete that particular task. I will not give my 100%. Why? Because I have given wrong instructions to my brain. Now, if I am having positive attitude, I'll be giving positive instructions to the brain. Although the work seems to be very challenging or very uh, wide or exhaustive, or more work is given to me, and very, say, less time is given by the boss, but still I will give my 100% to complete it in a day or two, and I will report it to the boss. So I am giving positive instructions to my mind, and brain will give positive instructions to the body parts also. That yes, we have to do it, we have to do it, we have to do it. And the result will be, it has been proved in various researches that yes, positive attitude plays a significant role in increasing the productivity and efficiency of the person. if you enjoy studying, if you enjoy reading, then what will happen? Automatically, if you will develop liking towards that, you will just not, you will not understand also that how you have, say, you have been studying for the last 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, or 4 hours. If suppose we have liking towards novels or magazines, नॉवेल मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ, शेरलॉक होम्स का नॉवेल है या कोई बहुत अच्छा एक नॉवेल है, कहानी बहुत मुझे पसंद आती है, पता ही नहीं चलता कि कब 1 घंटा निकल गया, 2 घंटा निकल गया, 3 घंटा निकल गया. वाई? बिकॉज आई हैव डेवलप्ड लाइकिंग for reading that particular story. Now, if same thing can be implemented, if we develop liking towards studying, that if I study more, I will gain more knowledge. If I gain more knowledge, then there are better chances for me to express that knowledge in the interview. And if I am able to express my knowledge in the interview, there are more chances that I will be selected in that particular interview. So if we start correlating this, then we can say, yes, we are having positive attitude. So that is how it reduces the stress also. नहीं तो क्या होगा, अगर we develop liking, रोज लेक्चर्स करने हैं, जब टाइम मिला थोड़ा सा पढ़ लेना है, जब टाइम मिला थोड़ा सा कुछ वीडियोस देखे, यूट्यूब पे देखा, कॉलेज जो भेज रहा है वो देखा, कॉलेज ने जो ई मैगजीन्स भेजे हैं वो पढ़ लिया. तो दिस इज हाउ यू आर रिड्यूसिंग योर स्ट्रेस, बाय डेवलपिंग लाइकिंग टुवर्ड्स रीडिंग, स्टडिंग. नाउ कंपेयर दिस सिचुएशन विथ अनदर सिचुएशन. Another situation is, for the last 3 months you were not having any time, you were very busy in doing nothing, and still last moment you get a notice or notification from the college, and that notification is regarding the exam schedule, that after 1 week you need to appear for your final examination. Now you are having only 1 week in your hand, and you need to prepare for 9 subjects or 12 subjects. Then you will start experiencing stress, that how I can cover 2 subjects in a day. It is highly impossible. And when this thing starts taking place, automatically you are under stress. कैसे? कि अगर मैं पढ़ नहीं पाया तो मैं एग्जाम नहीं दे पाऊंगा, या एग्जाम मेरा अच्छा नहीं गया तो मेरे मार्क्स कम आएंगे, मार्क्स कम आएंगे तो पता नहीं मैं पास होऊंगा या फेल होऊंगा, फेल होऊंगा तो कितने सब्जेक्ट में फेल होऊंगा. ये सारी चीजें जो भी है, ये जब हम सोचने लग जाते हैं ऐसी चीजें नेगेटिव, तो ऑटोमेटिकली हमारा स्ट्रेस लेवल बढ़ने लग जाता है. तो अगर हम पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड में हैं तो स्ट्रेस हमेशा कम रहेगा, नेगेटिव एटीट्यूड में चलते हैं तो स्ट्रेस हमेशा ज्यादा रहेगा. लास्ट वन, पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड मेक्स फॉर अ प्लीजिंग पर्सनालिटी. Positive attitude, personality, we have, when we had discussed that not only the outer characteristics of the person is included in the term personality, but the inner characteristics of the person is also very important in personality. And that inner characteristics are the knowledge of the person. If you are having knowledge, if you are confident towards a particular thing, automatically your attitude will be in positive direction. और वो आपके अपीयरेंस से, आपके बोलने के तरीके से दिखता है. And that is how we can say that positive attitude makes a pleasing personality, good personality. गुड पर्सनैलिटी का मतलब नहीं है कि अगर लड़का है तो वो टॉल होना चाहिए, हैंडसम होना चाहिए, उसका फिजिक अच्छा होना चाहिए, then only we can say that that particular boy is having a pleasing personality. अगर गर्ल की बात करेंगे तो फेयर होनी चाहिए, उसका स्लिम होनी चाहिए, हाइट अच्छी होनी चाहिए, तो दैट गर्ल इज हैविंग अ प्लीजिंग पर्सनालिटी और वेरी गुड पर्सनालिटी. द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट characteristics of personality are the inner characteristics. इनर कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स में क्या आएगा कि आपका बिहेवियर कैसा है, आपका ईक्यू जो इमोशनल कोशेंट कैसा है, आपका लेवल ऑफ एम्पैथी कैसा है, आपका अंडरस्टैंडिंग कैसा है, आपका नॉलेज कैसा है, आपका कॉन्फिडेंस लेवल कितना है. All these are the inner characteristics of personality which makes the personality a pleasing personality. बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग हैं जो उनका आउटर अपीयरेंस अगर हम देखेंगे तो बहुत सुंदर नहीं दिखते, पर जब वो बोलने लगते हैं तब उनकी जो अंदर की सुंदरता है वो हमारे को दिखने लगती. दैट इज पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड. That is positive attitude. So, and that particular positive attitude makes for a pleasing personality. Now the next concept is motivation. Motivation, again, very simple. We all are aware of what is motivation. The term motivation has its origin in the Latin word mover, which means move. Craig Pinder: work motivation is a set of energetic forces that originate both within as well as beyond the individual's being to initiate work related behavior and to determine its form, direction, intensity, and duration. That is the definition. Very vast, very exhaustive definition given by Craig Pinder. In simple words, we can say that motivation is pushing someone to reach his or her potential or exceed his or her potential. That is called as motivation. Motivation is not a concept which is very difficult to understand. It is very easy to understand. It's a force that gives energy to the individual to achieve the goal or to go beyond the target. That energy is called as motivation. Now, there are two types of motivation. One is called as internal motivation, other one is called as external motivation. External motivation, we all are aware of. Since childhood, we have experienced that external motivation. For example, when the child is in school and child is, say, asking for a cycle or asking for a video game or asking for some toy, normally the parents, to motivate the child to study more and to prepare well for the examination, they take a promise from the child that you promise us that you will be scoring good marks in the examination, you will be studying hard for the examination, and we promise that we will give you cycle or video game or cricket bat ball, whatever is agreed between the parent and the child. And the child, just to get that particular gift or benefit or prize, he or she studies more, and when the result comes, and when they score more, they are very happy. Why the child is very happy? The child, suppose a small child is there who may not be aware of that what is the meaning of, say, outstanding performance or 100 out of 100. He has got 100 out of 100 marks, but he is more excited than 100 out of 100. He is more excited that after showing this report card to the parent, he or she will be getting the gift which is promised by the parent. And that is called as motivation. To push the child for getting more, scoring more marks in the examination, parent promise the child with a particular gift, and that is called as motivation in simple words. It can be this is the example of external motivation. Then there can be the examples of internal motivation. Now for internal motivation, here suppose a person feels he is working in an organization and he is having a feeling that if I work nicely, if my efficiency is very good, if the quality of production is very good, if I am able to achieve the target, I will be recognized by the general manager or senior managers of the organization. Now, to achieve that recognition at the hands of the higher authorities, this employee is increasing his efficiency. So here company has not promised that if you achieve this target, you will be getting, apart from salary, say 1,000 rupees extra, 5,000 rupees extra, or 10,000 rupees extra bonus. No such scheme is available, but still the person is continuously trying to improve his efficiency and his productivity. Why? Because the person feels that if he will be able to increase that, then his efforts will be recognized by the highest positions or highest authorities of the organization. And that is internal motivation. कि external कुछ भी नहीं था, वो मन से ही तैयार था कि मैं अच्छे से अच्छा करूंगा ताकि मुझे जो हाईएस्ट अथॉरिटीज है वो शाबाशी दे, उसके लिए वो ज्यादा मेहनत करता है. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज इंटरनल मोटिवेशन. Now, why people are not motivated? मोटिवेशन तो हमारे को पता है ये मोटिवेशन, पर ऐसा क्यों होता है कि बहुत से व्यक्ति मोटिवेटेड नहीं होते? Those who are working in an organization, they can very well correlate that the organization nowadays are investing money or more and more money in motivating the employees. When all the employees are educated and they are aware that if they are going to increase their performance, they will be getting the benefits. When I am aware that as an employee, if I increase my efficiency, immediately I will be rewarded by my organization. But still, I'm not improving my efficiency. And this is happening nowadays. Earlier also it was there. Now also it is there. And now companies are investing more and more money in motivating the employees for increasing efficiency. Now, there are some common reasons why people are not motivated. First is lack of career growth and development. If in an organization an employee is working for say 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, and if he sees, if he observes that he is not having growth in the organization, then automatically his efficiency will come down. That is one of the reason why lack of why the people are not getting motivated. So people will start enjoying their work, but conditions apply. Conditions can be many. Now, many of you might be aware of the working environment of Google. Last 2-3 years back, when our Prime Minister was in US, at that particular time, the Google office of US was covered by various news channels because Prime Minister had meeting with the CEO of Google at the office, and there they covered the various news channel covered the entire office. Normally, we see office in a typical manner, that chairs and tables are there in a large room, and where PCs are kept, files are kept, and people are working on chair and table. Then in other companies, which are say large companies or mid-sized companies, we will see cubicles given to the employees. Employees are sitting in the cubicles and they are completing their task. So furniture may differ, but the general look of the office is more or less same in all the organization or most of the organization these days. Now, to motivate the employees for better efficiency, Google has started a concept which is called as borderless office. You and there it was shown that people are or employees of Google are working. They are sitting in the cafeteria, they are enjoying their food, they are interacting with say their friends, and they are doing their work also. So instead of working from their workstation, they are working from gym, few of them working from gardens, they are say doing taking round of a garden, and they are working also. Then there were some employees who were at that particular time when work from home was not in practice, they were working from their home. Then there were employees who were working from the canteens, cafeterias, gardens. There were some employees who were relaxing on the chairs or on the beds, and they were working from there. Now, all these things are provided to the employees to motivate them for better efficiency, because a study was conducted and the findings of the studies were that if the employees are continuously doing a same kind of job in a same kind of environment, they will get bored to do their job. that will develop monotonous or a monotony in them. And because of this monotonous type of job, their efficiency will get adversely affected and their efficiency will come down. That was the finding. And just to avoid this boredom or avoid this monotonous thing, they opened the entire office. That ultimately you have to complete the task. Now you decide, sorry, from where you want to complete the task. You can work from home, you can work from office, you can work from the restaurant, you can work from the garden, you can work from the gym. Only thing you need to ensure that you complete your task. So this particular change in the organizational structure was made to motivate the employee. And that is the reason why Google is now regarded as one of the most sought after company by the students. One of the most sought after company. If they release the advertisement that they require coders or programmers or vacancies are there, in they receive the application in lakhs. Why? Because everyone is aware of that how well they are paying and how well they are taking care of their employees. So these are the say merits of or advantages of motivation. So to motivate employees, the company is going beyond its rule, because everyone is aware that if they are motivated, then only the company is going to be profitable. Otherwise, it is not possible. Next one, reward not dependent on the performance. Very important. Very simple and very important. Reward not dependent upon the performance. If the company is having a policy which is called as seniority based promotion or seniority based incentives, then there will be problem in the company. No private organization today is practicing this concept of seniority based promotion. Only government organizations are still practicing this particular concept while promoting the employees. In all the private organization, whether it is a small scale industry, mid scale industry, large scale industry, multinational company, all the companies have started long back seniority. They have abolished this seniority based promotion and they have started merit based promotion, performance based promotion. And if any company fails to implement its merit based promotion, then the people who are working in the company, they will have negative attitude or they will feel less motivated to work in that particular company. Next one, promotion not based on performance. Again, very simple. Subjectivity in performance appraisal. I'll just take 2 minutes more, we will complete it and then we will stop. Subjectivity in performance appraisal, very simple. Subjectivity means when the performance appraisal are not evaluated properly. checked properly. One person who is close to the highest person in the organization, performance was average or low, still he was rated best performer. If such thing happens, if such type of evaluation is done in the organization, the better performer or best performer in actuality, they will feel demotivated. Next one, favoritism by the boss. Again, very simple. Without any valid reason, if the boss is favoring someone, again, people will feel less motivated. Too much job security. Best example is government job. Government job. One of the most important reason why people are getting attracted towards the government job, it is that it is too many job security. You might have read the information that for a position of, say, class 4 employee, the applicants who had applied were graduates, postgraduates, and even the person who have completed their PhDs, where the qualification required was just SSC or less than SSC. And there, people having PhD, they had also applied. Why? Because every one of them wanted that job security. Every one of us knows that if we get a government job, it will be permanent. But if we are selected in a private organization, the time we stop performing in the organization, our days in that organization are numbered. We will lose our job if we are working in private. But even if we are not still we can continue in the government job because too much security is there. Next one, health and family problems. This, if the family issues are there with the employee, then the employee will feel less motivated. Unfair organizational policies. Unfair organizational policies like giving promotions, giving incentives, all these, if are unfair, that for one person the rules are different, for the other person the rules are different. If such things are happening, say that it is unfair. And if unfair practices are implemented in the organization, then there are more chances that people will feel less motivated. Today's session on motivation. In the next session, we will talk about the models of motivation or various types of motivation, theories, various theories of motivation. So thank you everyone for attending today's session.
Thank you, sir.